Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? Isotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at isotope.com, IZOTOPE.com.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And this is John Kiltica.
What is it, John?
This is the High Gain, Ed.
Oh, man. Are we going to talk about guitars today?
Yes.
How about guitar pedals?
Yes.
Amplifiers?
Sure.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe we'll detour into that. Probably not.
I cannot rule it out.
Perfect. That's great. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Where are you?
We both are
Yes.
in a basement in beautiful West Seattle.
It's really nice. This basement is really coming together. Looks great.
It's getting there, a little bit at a time.
Yeah. It's got that blue light thing going on. It's got a very mellow vibe. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mellow vibes.
I can dig that.
I'm happy to announce, Ed,
Yeah?
the end of the world heat wave
Yeah.
is over.
Is it?
Maybe I should say this. 110 degree plus heat
Yeah.
appears to have left.
Yeah. It's above 80 today. And I would imagine that in recorded history, it's the coolest summer of the rest of our lives.
When you put it that way.
Yeah. It's never going to be this cool again. So that's nice.
Don't waste a moment of it.
Exactly.
Your shirt game is on point today.
Hologram Electronics, top of the stack in the shirt drawer. I saw y'all were posting shirt game.
On our Discord.
Yeah. There were some vintagey looking old t-shirts from like boutique manufacturers. That was kind of cool.
Gear shirts are cool.
Yeah.
I've got a Thunder Road Guitars Portland
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Right.
Cousin Will down there in PDX gave me this shirt.
That was nice.
That was very nice of him.
I have now got a lot of gear shirts. As I look at you, which we do.
Uh-oh.
Your tag on that shirt is sticking up in the back, and it's making me a little crazy.
Some people say
Yeah.
that means you're going to get some money.
I'm not super into the superstition, but sure. Read those tea leaves, John.
Chicken bones or the gizzards.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, tag's up? John's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, got it.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never wanna let you go. You started something, you see. Ever since we met, you've had a hold on me. It happens to be true. I only wanna be with you.
Beverages.
Beverages, Ed.
That one in the future is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I think if future time weren't a thing, that was kind of rough, John.
I wonder if it's rougher because I know the future will take care of it.
Right, exactly. Because you would have stopped and restarted at least 2 points in that version.
Yeah.
That's okay. In the future time, that sounded amazing, John.
Nice. a pop gem.
Yeah. Like, I would say that was not faithful to the original.
Do you know what the original was?
I totally know it, but, like, who is it?
That is called I Only Want to Be With You.
Yeah.
The Bay City Rollers.
I would never have pulled that. Man, that's great.
1975.
Sure.
They're from Scotland.
Oh.
And they were called the Rollers, and they were looking to have a more American name.
Yeah.
Somewhere near Detroit, there's
Yep.
a city called Bay City. And they're like, yeah, let's just put that on there. It will sound American. So, Bay City Rollers. I don't know if any of them have any connection specifically to Michigan.
I think if you had asked me, I would have said Bay City. Oh, that's Detroit. Like, I kind of thought Bay City was Detroit.
Is it?
But I don't know. Now that you say that. Bay City, Michigan, located at the base of the Saginaw Bay and on Lake Huron. Yeah, I think I was just wrong.
The part I like about it is the part that goes.
I was actually watching you play that part and thought that was super interesting. The root note goes back.
In this case, it's a C chord.
Yep.
But instead of going down to a B,
Right.
which would be weird,
Right.
it's a C/B.
Yeah. Yeah, that. And then that other one.
That C sharp is what's called a passing tone. Instead of going C, D,
Yep.
I pass through. I don't linger on it, I just hit it on my way to the D.
You're way up. Love it.
Yeah.
Good riff, Bay City Roller guitar player guy.
Yeah.
Credit where credit is due.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
What?
I was going to say, like, let me just look up Bay City Rollers and give that guitar player credit.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. There are like 87 people in that
Holy
band.
shit. There are 4 past members who are deceased. At least 4. 5.
Oh.
Les McKnone.
Oh.
Alan Longmuir. Ian Mitchell.
Ian.
Billy Lyle. Archie Marr.
Archie.
All past members of the Bay City
Oh,
Rollers.
we better drink to that, Ed. What do you got?
I got coffee from upstairs at John's house.
It's going to be the name of my espresso bar.
That's great. And I've got a juice, a big mason jar full of kale and beet juice.
Ugh.
It's got, the usuals, grapefruit, kale, some apple, ginger. I was on that weaponized jalapeno juice.
Yes.
I got so addicted to it, we ran out. I ground up every hot pepper in the house.
Are you back to the dirty blood water?
Yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. There you go.
On my end, of course, I've got the coffee, but
Yeah.
I have Calypso brand strawberry lemonade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it says Taste of the Islands.
Hell yeah.
These cats are out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But you know what I'm worried about?
Yeah.
It says real lemon bits.
Do I expect that to have bits as an ingredient when I see that bottle and that label? Yes.
Lemon fruit pulp.
I make juice out of real lemons. Like, I literally dropped an entire lemon with the lemon peel into this. You get the shit I throw in the yard. That's what we'll make yours out of. I just compost mine.
Bring it up here, I'll
Yeah.
make beverages.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what I got here, Ed? This is an arcade model guitar from Frank Brothers Guitar Company.
Yes.
Literally,
Yes.
the Frank Brothers.
Okay.
It's 3 brothers,
Oh,
2 of whom are twins,
cool.
identical twins.
Okay.
They're the luthiers.
Okay.
And the third brother is like business guy,
Okay.
runs a business.
All right. Do we have first names?
We do have first names for these cats.
Okay.
The twins are Tim and Nick,
Okay.
and their brother John.
Tim, Nick, and John. Welcome aboard, guys.
Yeah.
From just where I'm sitting, I love the top. I love how plain it is. Super simple. And P90s, this is an Ed guitar.
And you know what the cool thing is?
Yeah.
This is their only shape.
Yep. I did notice that. I thought it was the only shape. I was fairly certain. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you can get models with like a pick guard, and you can
Yes.
get different bridges. You can get different pickups, appointments, all that.
Yeah. These guys started fairly recently, 2014. And they're up there in Canada, Ed.
Oh, Avril Lavigne
Yes.
dated? Was she married to the dude from Nickelback?
Was she?
Yeah, lead singer of Nickelback and Avril
Whoa.
Lavigne, both Canadian.
How about that?
Yeah, that's like a Canadian power couple right there.
Avril back?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's right. Shit, now I say it and it's like,
Ever been to Toronto?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
I've been to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. So where is that?
Canada.
Exactly. Chad Kroeger,
Who's that?
lead singer of Nickelback.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Also Canadian.
Yeah, of course.
He's from Hannah, Alberta, Canada.
Of course.
Hannah's a great movie. There is a extended one take fight scene in Hannah that is fucking amazing.
Okay, let's check that out,
Yeah.
everybody, because Ed says it's good, and
Yeah.
Ed knows his movies.
you know.
Okay, Frank Brothers Guitars, 2014, Toronto, Canada.
Yep.
That is not the entirety of where the Frank Brothers guitar story begins.
Okay.
In 1937, way back in the olden days,
Yes.
New York City,
Yes.
NBC Radio started a program. They would have an orchestra and they would play lovely classical music for the peoples.
Okay.
They put together a whole orchestra called the NBC Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
And the conductor was Arturo Toscanini.
Oh no, what happened to Arturo?
We lost him, 1957.
Ugh.
Yeah, too soon.
Yeah.
One of the founding members of that orchestra
Mm-hmm.
on violin
Mm-hmm.
was Philip Frank.
Oh, Philip.
At that time, in 1937, 26 years old.
Okay.
The orchestra lasted until 1954. Then it morphed into something else because TV was coming in.
Sure.
So it wasn't really about the radio anymore.
Did they have the orchestra on TV? They did later, right?
I think they ended up calling that the Symphony of the Air or something like that.
That's very kind of Disney. I can just picture that.
Our man Frank, Philip Frank, very accomplished violin player,
Okay.
traveled the world playing music eventually to settle in Toronto. I don't know why it is, but he moved there in about 1968.
We had some stuff going on in 68.
Yeah.
The year the dream died. That's a book.
Weren't you born in 68?
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Dreams die hard.
Exactly. Yep.
So he goes there and he has kids. One of those kids he has is named Jim. The other one's name is Larry.
Okay.
Larry ends up being a street photographer / cinematographer.
Oh, no kidding.
Larry Frank.
Okay.
Yeah. But in the meantime, Jim grows up and becomes a guitarist / recording engineer.
Okay.
But how did that happen? He didn't have any particular background in it. He just knew a dude
Okay.
who said, I'm going to start a studio here in Toronto. You should come work here. And Jim was like, well, I play guitar, but I don't know anything about tape machines and engineering and all of that.
Sure.
And the guy was like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I would think perhaps being around a dad who's classically trained, there's art in the air,
They did send him to the record plant in New York City. Go intern, learn some shit there, and come back and apply what you've learned to this new studio. It was called Nimbus 9.
I like that name.
Yeah,
When was this founded? Do we know?
1972.
Okay.
Peter Gabriel's first album was recorded there.
No kidding.
You know, the one with Salisbury Hill on it?
Yeah.
The Guess Who?
Okay.
American Woman!
Yeah.
Was recorded there.
Play some Guess Who for me.
American Woman! We're fun.
That is a pretty amazing skill, John, because, there is no way I could have pulled that riff out of my head.
Something like that.
That is great.
Do you know that one? Bob Seger?
Sure.
That
yeah.
was recorded there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. In fact, our man Jim Frank
Yeah.
was the engineer on that. When he went to New York City to learn how to be an engineer guy,
Yeah.
he got a used Martin guitar. And then he brought it back to Canada with him when he moved back. That Martin guitar is what was used on Night Moves.
Whoa.
Hey, Jim, can I use your guitar on this? Yeah, sure.
So, Jim is one of the brothers in the Frank Brothers.
Jim is their dad.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So we started with Grandpa. I was thinking this was a one-generation deal. This has
No.
a two-generation
Yeah.
hop.
This is cinematic.
Got it.
The scope is panoramic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys are a movie.
These guys have got creativity just baked into the blood.
Yeah. Baking blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
This was like mid-70s.
Yeah.
He was doing all kinds of stuff there. A lot of those bands were Canadian, by the way. Like Bob Seger, like the Guess Who.
Yep.
Canadian bands.
Brian Adams, he's Canadian.
Tim Horton.
Paul Schaefer, Canadians. We love our cousins to the north.
Yes,
We love them.
we sure do. Among all of that work, Jim worked on an album called Dedication. in 1975.
Okay.
It was an album by a band called the Bay City Rollers.
That is the band that you played in the Beverage song.
I Only Want to Be With You was one of the hits. One of the engineering heroes on that album, our man Jim Frank.
Amazing. That's great.
And it's against that backdrop, unfortunately.
Yeah.
1995, we lose Jim. Born 1947.
Young. Okay.
His kids, he must have done something right because in 2014 they start up this place.
Yeah.
And so this guitar that I'm holding, this arcade, this shape they deal with, it's got a couple of points on it, a couple of horns that are offset slightly. It's almost, to my mind, if not kind of like a Gretsch, then similar to some of the Kedlog stuff.
Oh, sure.
Maybe a little Dan Electro in there, maybe, I don't know what.
Yep.
It's got that vibe to it.
I could see you throw F-holes on this, and it's got like a kind of a jazzy flavor to it, you know, like that 335-y kind of vibe, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Couple of interesting, cool things. The top is curved.
Yep.
I say curved deliberately. I don't say carved.
Okay.
Say you're Gibson and you make a plank of mahogany, and then you carve a piece of maple and then just stick it on top of there.
Right.
This is not the case.
Okay.
The body on this, which is mahogany also, is carved. And then the top that's on here is fit exactly to it.
Got it.
So the body itself has more mass because the top is rounded that way.
Oh,
as opposed to being flat.
Sure.
And not only that, but the back
is also,
also arched out.
Oh. That thing on the back is, holy shit, is it like neck through? Like what? Wait.
Yeah, this is crazy. These guys have some skill here.
Yeah.
This joint where the neck meets the body is called a blended heel. You carve out a hole where the neck is going to go, and the tenon, which is the part on the end of the neck, make it twice as big.
Okay.
It's extended. When you put the neck in, it's going to go further into the body and make a more substantial seal.
Yeah.
What that's going to do is allow you to then carve back the heel so far that it blends right into the edge of the body.
Yeah, that is crazy looking on the back. It looks like it's all one piece of wood.
Yeah, the craftsmanship on this is crazy. This particular one has tortoiseshell binding on the top only, which is nice.
Yeah.
The headstock rakes back at whatever angle it is, so let's put a volute on the back of it for strength.
Yep. I love it from the front, but for whatever reason, when you flip to the side and I can see that tortoise binding and then the back, I like it even more. We've done so many of these at this point.
Yeah.
Little features like that neck pop out at you.
Two P90s.
Yep.
The neck P90 has what's called staples.
Yep.
Because the pole bangers aren't round, they're rectangular.
Right.
Kind of like staples. Does that make a difference? I don't really know.
And who makes these?
Who makes the pickups?
Yep.
In the arcade, in the Frank Brothers, you can get any number of different pickups.
Okay. They're not in-house.
No. Kind of spanky.
This is both, this middle position.
Yeah. Going to the bridge.
I like that.
This thing is unusually resonant.
Is it chambered? Do you know?
It is not.
Okay.
Neck.
Whoa.
Two pickups, two volume, two tone.
Yep.
Wraparound tailpiece.
Love it.
One thing I noticed, you know the strap buttons on guitars?
Mm-hmm.
You screw them in. How do you do that on these?
Oh, there's no screw?
It's like a solid pin, but then there's nothing to grab onto to screw it in.
And it ain't coming out.
No.
I'm into this guitar.
Yeah, viewers, you should go look at Frank Brothers guitars and look at the pictures of all the different models and all the different colors and features and things. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pedals.
That's a great little song you got there.
Yeah, you know, it's just off the top of my head. You know how I
Top
do.
of the dome, John.
Yeah, top of the dome.
People are blown away.
What do you got? You got a pedal, Ed?
Today, I brought a pedal that people can buy on the internet on the secondary market.
Oh.
What they can't do is buy this new from our good friends at Earthquaker Devices.
It is out of production?
Discontinued. This is a Earthquaker Devices disaster transport.
Disaster transport.
There you go.
What, when they made it, did they
Yeah.
call it?
Advanced modulated delay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Go into a little oscillation for you.
Give us a lay of the land. What are the knobs and what do they say?
The original disaster transport.
Uh-huh.
Later, they came out with a disaster transport SR, the bigger one.
Oh.
So this is the Gen 1.
I can't see the pedal. Ed
I'm-
has it in his lap. He
Yep.
is in complete control.
I'm holding on to this.
Yep.
So this has got 6 knobs,
Yes.
time, repeats,
Mm-hmm.
and tone, which all affect the delay side. It's also got a mix knob. Hit a little something. So that is just the delay side, and it's everything at noon. So time straight up in the middle. It's goes to 625 milliseconds. So this is maybe half that ish. It also has modulation. It's got a rate and a depth knob for the modulation, which has a switch so you can turn the modulation on or off. And you can go like pretty dang seasick, and you can also change the rate of that modulation. The depth and rate are very interdependent, right? So you change the depth and then the rate really affects on top of the depth. So you can go from kind of a chorusy Leslie-ish sound to a more tremolo kind of effect.
Crank the depth.
Depth up. I bought this kind of early in the life of the company. And when we were at NAMM this last year,
Yes.
we ran into Jamie Stillman at the Earthquaker booth, and I told him that I had this pedal. And he actually said, in retrospect, he really likes this pedal. The first gen smaller form factor one has just some nuances to it that are kind of lost in the bigger one. And he said he actually prefers this one now.
That was Heads Pedals. Thanks for bringing the pedal, Ed.
You're welcome. That's the Earthquaker Devices Disaster Transport.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So now I've got the 1981 playing both P90s on full.
Yep.
Man, this thing is very ringy. We might have to go up to Canada and talk to these cats.
Where'd we get this one, John?
We got this guitar loaned to us by superfan Dylan.
Hell yeah.
Yep. The stuff that is happening in the boutique builder community right now is unlike anything I've seen in my limited time playing guitars.
Yeah. Probably in no small part, there's also the internet and the democratization of branding via the internet. You know, you can go on Instagram and see this stuff.
Yes.
Where 30 years ago, dudes were building stuff in their garages and then they were going to guitar shows
Mhm.
where the audience is so small. You know, the internet. Ever heard of it?
Is that like the web box?
Yep, exactly.
It is. Yeah, I've got one of those.
So they've got the arcade, the signature, and the ultralight.
Ultralight being their hollow body.
Yeah. Extra deep chambered body. Optional single or double F holes. Hell yeah. And it does have that kind of jazzy look to it a little bit. The signature. A voice that blends semi-hollow and solid body tones. Okay. They have several photos on their site of different builds they've done.
Yeah.
And it's all the same body, but between builds, they're so different. Pick guards and no pick guards and humbuckers and P90s. The colors, it looks like they'll probably maybe do whatever you want,
Yeah.
possibly.
It's kind of interesting to think that that's where a lot of these guys have made their stand, which is to say the uniqueness of what I'm building is going to come from the soundness of the construction around this body type that I've designed. And then past that, what do you want on it? Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, so I take it you like this, Ed.
I like it a lot.
If that's the case, we need to then further encourage our viewers.
Yeah.
Go on the web box,
FrankBrothersGuitars.com.
frankbrothersguitars.com.
Yep.
Check out what's happening up there in Canada.
Yeah.
Next time you're watching the Ryan Reynolds,
Sure.
let it remind you.
Sure.
And after you're done doing that, check us out because we're on Instagram
Yeah.
at The High Gain. We're on the Facebooks.
Of course.
We are on the web box at thehighgain.com.
Mm-hmm.
We love emails. We love any kind of contact you deign to make.
thehighgainpod@gmail.com.
Oh, yes, that's a good one. Any beverage tips, anything you care to share,
Yeah.
we are all ears.
Leave that review
Uh-huh.
on the iTunes.
We're told it helps.
It helps my spirit.
Oh,
You know, it helps that.
well, Ed, take your spirit
Yeah.
and get out there in the sun, walk around, do some stuff.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay, then.
Bye.
Bye, Ed.